Everything we do at REV is in response to a need. And the latest need that's been brought to us has been parents who are now more entrenched in daily education than ever due to virtual learning. And they're struggling with educational teams that don't necessarily presume competence or who don't know how to provide meaningful academic adaptations for students who don't speak or who lack a reliable way to communicate.
Familiar? It's the same foundational principle we've been examining this entire course so far. We need to first presume competence of our students, and second, recognize that a lack of performance doesn't necessarily equate to a lack of understanding. Now, during this test of reading comprehension, I was not allowed to read questions to my students, and I had to only enter their multiple choice answers into a computer. My students took this test so quickly and provided responses so rapidly that I assumed that they weren't reading the questions and they were just making guesses to get it over with. Well, when we got their scores at the end of the test, they were all at or above grade level. Now, I had known my students were smart, but I truly didn't understand how they had been able to read and process significant amounts of text in such short times. So one takeaway from this story is another anecdotal piece of evidence that non-speakers who spell and type but rely on another person for regulation and communication support, they are, in fact, the authors of their own messages. But another takeaway for me was that our brains don't read in the same way.
And that's why we launched Accessible Academics, to help you understand the basics of how to meaningfully adapt age-appropriate academic tasks for students who can't just tell us what they're thinking. This course will help you understand what exactly constitutes age-appropriate materials, what we mean when we talk about presuming competence, and how to start approaching different academic tasks if you have a student who struggles to communicate. Thank you again for joining us, and welcome to the REV family.